what's up guys? Joe Gagne again here for Big Club in Rolling Hills. And today I got another great home-based workout for you. This workout is going to be total body Tabata torture. Okay, so the way that we're going to structure this workout is we're going to set it up into 8 different stations. Each individual station is going to have a total of 2 exercises, and you're going to go through 4 rounds for 20 seconds, 10 seconds of one exercise, and another 4 rounds, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off for the other exercise. So each individual station will take about 4 minutes, and you can go anywhere from 1 all the way up to all 8 stations for your workout. Okay, for this first station, what we're going to do is we're going to take a roll of painter's tape, and we're going to mark off a couple segments with this removable painter's tape about 1 foot apart from each other. We're going to set up about 5 to 6 hashes on the ground, and that's going to be designed for our imaginary ladder. And don't worry, I'll show you guys all the ladder patterns as we go. For the other exercise, we're going to set up a suitcase carry, and we're just going to take steps on one side, and then on the way back, switch it to the opposite side for all 20 seconds. Okay, so we're going to go back and forth between 4 different patterns on the ladder, and we'll go 4 suitcase carries. All right, guys, in a couple seconds here, we're going to get going. We're just waiting for the beat to get started, and we'll start with our high knees on the ladder. So here we go. In 3, 2, 1, and go. So get those feet moving, get those knees up as high as you can. Focus on really good, precise steps as we go through. Turn around, and then bring it back. Get those knees as high as you can. Nice fast feet. Think of your feet being on fire. And you're just trying to tap, 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 tap. Go all the way until the buzzer sounds. And then we can get set up for our next exercise. Set up the suitcase on one side, about 2 or 3 inches away from your body. Stay up with good posture. Engage that shoulder blade. And just walk the line. Switch sides. Bring it back. Set it down. Perfect. Good job, guys. Okay. Rest. Next pattern on the ladder, we're going to face sideways. We're going to do sideways steps. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Next high knees, but now sideways. And I like to keep my arms moving the whole time. Helps to simulate working on the neurological conditioning of running, walking patterns. Good, nice precise steps. Going at whatever pace is good for you to get that perfect challenge. Good job. Set up that suitcase again. Get it into position. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Engage that shoulder blade. And walk. Turn around, set that suitcase down, pick it up on the other side. Good job, guys. Excellent. Okay, set that off to the side. Now we're going to go through some zigzag patterns. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Quick feet side to side. All right, turn around and then come back. Good job, guys. Doing great. Tap, tap. Focus on really good, precise footwork as good as you can. Perfect. Good job. All right, back to our suitcase again. Set that shoulder blade, head and chest tall. Nice controlled steps. All the way down to the end. And then switch sides. Good job, guys. Doing great. Really focus on maintaining that stability throughout. Okay, for our last pattern through the ladder, we're going to go what I call in and out steps. My right leg is going to lead the way going down this way. Right foot, left foot. Just like that, back and forth. And now going back the other way, left foot leads the way. Good job, guys. Quick steps. I'm never letting my heel touch down. I'm standing on the balls of my feet the whole way. Quick feet. Awesome. Awesome, good job. Okay,
Rest.
back to the ladder, or back to the suitcase, Carrie. Get ready, get set, and go.
Work.
Good work. All right, guys, awesome work. So we're down one station. On to our next. All right, guys, station 2. What we're gonna do for this one is we're gonna do a suitcase jump squat and a suitcase seesaw forward and reverse lunges. So for the suitcase jump squat, before you start, just make sure you double check your weight on the suitcase, because for some people you might, depending on the weight of your suitcase, you might not need any weight. Or just make sure it's about 5-10 pounds max, okay? It doesn't have to be very heavy for it. What you're gonna do is you're gonna grab your suitcase and just kind of hug it, okay? We're gonna go into a squat and just get a little bit of air landing every time, cushioning your landing inside the squat. For the suitcase reverse seesaw lunge, forward and reverse, you're gonna use the suitcase to be able to be our weight, and you're just gonna go forward, stand stationary on one leg, stepping forward and reverse. Okay guys, let's start with the seesaw forward and reverse lunges. Make sure you're balancing. What I really love about this seesaw lunge pattern is it really forces you to work on that balance in both forward momentum control and reverse momentum control. Perfect. Okay, now we're gonna go to the jump squat. Our first round of that. Just like a little bear hug with the suitcase. Down and up.
Work.
Load and explode. Just getting your feet off the ground. Doesn't have to be very high. If you don't like the jump, just go to a squat. But if you can add the jump, it gives you a little bit extra challenge. Perfect. Good. Okay. So now we're going to go to the other side for the suitcase seesaw reverse and forward lunges. Step forward, twist.
Work.
Step backwards, twist. And we're just alternating the moving leg and the stationary leg for each of these rounds. Keeping that balance, really gonna burn those thighs up. All right, good. Okay, back to our suitcase jump squat. Make sure you're holding it high, about chest height. Squat, and gets in there. Every time you land, I want you to pause for just a second, and then load and explode. Land soft. Always protecting the joints, working the muscles. Good. Excellent.
Rest.
Okay, we're back to our second round of the forward seesaw reverse lunges.
Work.
Keep your balance, take your time with these. If you have to slow it down a little, go ahead and do so. And if you have to, put the foot down, reset as you're transitioning from forward to back. Ideally, we don't want to have to put the foot down, but we can in case we need to.
Rest.
All right, back to the jump squats. 3, 2, 1, and go.
Work.
I'm making sure I'm driving those knees out towards my toes the whole time. Good. And relax.
Rest.
Okay. Now we're back to the other side going. Step forward, twist,
Work.
and then come backwards and twist. Use that kickstand and reset if necessary, or try and go forward and backwards with no reset. Good job. Excellent. Okay, we're back to our jump squat. Get ready, let's finish strong. as you land. Exhale as you explode up. 3, 2, 1. And relax. Set that suitcase down. And you're done with station 2. On to station 3, guys. All right, moving right along to station 3. For this one, we're going to do two exercises. Push-up chair taps, and we got a chair slide climber. So for the chair slide climbers, I got 2 paper plates. These are disposable paper plates that we're going to use. We're going to put them right on the ground. Toes go right in the middle of the sliders, and then you want to have your hands directly underneath the shoulders as you set up into a high plank push-up position. You're going to drive alternating knees in at whatever pace is good for you. Now, you can do it from this position and it's more shoulder challenge, or you can go to elbows and forearms, and it'll be a little bit harder for your core. For the other exercise, you're going to move those off to the side into a push-up position. We're going to do a push-up, tap the chair, back into another push-up. All right, guys, we're going to start with our push-up chair taps.
Work.
Tap with one arm, tap with the other, back for another push-up. Now do the push-ups for as long as you can, and you can drop to your knees if necessary. Just making sure that the hips are in front of the knees. Good job. Okay, grab your sliders, set them up. I'm going to do 2 from up high, and then 2 from down low. Keep my head and chest lifted, driving those knees in. Keeping my breathing going, belly button in towards the spine. Good job, guys. Okay, set those off to the side.
Rest.
Back into my push-up. Now, if it ever gets to the point where I can't do the push-ups any longer, then I'm just going to do the alternating chair taps the whole time. Do whatever level of difficulty is best for you to keep your body moving, keep you challenging yourself to be able to change yourself and get just a little bit better today than you were yesterday. Excellent. Okay, bring your plates back. This one I'm going to do from the lower position so you can see a little bit of the difference. Okay, so now I'm in a plank, low plank on the chair, and I'm driving those knees in. Head and chest stays lifted. Using my breathing to help me get through it, and whatever pace is good for me. And you go at whatever pace is good for you.
Rest.
Good. Back to our push-ups with the chair tap.
Work.
Every time we're alternating and we're raising one arm up, it really puts a good challenge on your shoulder stability. If this ever feels too difficult, then you just scratch the push-up completely, and at least it's a little bit better for getting comfortable with
Rest.
allowing your shoulder joint to get used to stacking pressure of your body weight. Okay, back to the chair slides from up high. Really important to make sure we're keeping the head and chest lifted to keep that back from rounding. You're going to slow it down, control it a little better if you can. Good job.
Rest.
Get ready, elbows and forearms down low on the chair.
Work.
Push up, tap. Push up, tap. Alternating sides. Trying to keep my hips level the whole time. Good.
Rest.
All right. And we're back to our low position for the chair sliders. Low plank and chest and all. Drive those knees in. If you need to go to even a slower pace, focus on form first then speed, and then how much you can get done through. All right, guys, way to hang in there. Excellent job. Station 3 in the books. On to station number 4. Good job, everyone. Okay, station 4. What we're gonna do for that is we're gonna bring our suitcase back for both exercises. We're gonna do a suitcase thruster and a suitcase bent over row. Now before you start this station, make sure that you adjust your weights accordingly. Most people, probably around 5 to 10 pounds inside the suitcase should be okay. But of course, if you wanna go harder and make it more difficult, you can add a little bit more weight. Sky's the limit with whatever you can handle with safe form. First exercise, we're gonna grip the suitcase from the sides. Make sure you have a good, solid handle on it. And we're just gonna keep it at chest height. Squat down, press straight up. After you've done those, you're gonna turn to the side, hinge at the hips, lift the chest, head and chest tall, and you're dragging through the elbows, squeezing the shoulder blades together, the suitcase right to your belly button. So let's start with a bent over row. Here we go.
Work.
Really focus on squeezing the back by driving those elbows past your body, sliding up above the hips. Really important to make sure you keep that head and chest tall and looking out in front of you, about 2 or 3 feet, so we have good spinal alignment. Okay.
Rest.
First set of our suitcase thrusters. Weight is up at about chest height. Squat down, keeping it nice and tall, and then press up and overhead. Squat down, press up. Keep it up, guys. Nice steady pace. Last one, and relax. Okay.
Rest.
To our side, bent over row position, hinging at the hips. Suitcase starts just below your knees. Squeeze the back as you lift. Use your breathing to help you. Inhales lower down, that's the stretch. And then every time I drag back up, I'm getting a good squeeze. Good job, nice work. Okay, so I'm going to show you this next one from the side for your suitcase thrusters. So you get an idea of what it looks like for my spine. And your chest stay tall, squat down, press straight up. Make sure you grip. Get a good grip on there. Get as low as you can into your squat, wherever that is for you. Good work, guys. Awesome. Okay, take a little breather. Back to the bent over row. Hinge at the hips, head and chest stay tall. Squeeze.
Work.
Good job. Okay, back to our thrusters. Weights up, shoulder height. Squat. And press. Keep it up. Nice steady pace. Good job.
Rest.
Okay. Back to the bent over row. Into the hips.
Work.
Right towards the belly button. Good job, nice work.
Rest.
Okay, back to our suitcase thruster. Weights up, squat down, and press. Keep it up, guys, you're doing so good. Make sure those knees are driving out over the toes. See how many good quality reps you can get done. Great job, guys.
Complete.
Station 4, done. Station 5. What we're going to do for this station is we're going to bring back our chair and we're going to set up a step thrust from the ground and a chair split squat. So some of you guys have been mentioning that you don't have something safe to step onto, so I'm going to show you from the ground how you can still get the same motion. So we're going to go with right arm in the air, elbow bent at 90 degrees. This left leg is going to be loaded, ready to fire. I come up, switch hands, tap down, drive back up. And I'm just going to go for all 20 seconds at whatever pace is good for me. Just like that. Okay, so we do that for both sides individually. Then we're going to go into a chair split squat. So I have the support of the chair, that's my beginner version. If I want to go more advanced, I'm going to lay my foot flat so that the ankle shoots on me right at the edge of the chair, and I can go down and up. So let's start with the chair split squats. Advanced version first. Good work. We're just really burning out that front leg. You still got the chair nearby if you need it for extra support. Good, nice job. Okay, switch feet. Right into your other side. Set up. And go for it.
Work.
Once you elevate your foot off the ground, it really intensifies the balance challenge and allows you to really work the glutes, hamstrings, quads in a very safe, effective way for anyone that has any kind of knee problems. All right, next we're gonna load. Get ready to go for your step thrust. Straight up, tap the toe down, come right back up. Just try and see how many repeated reps you can do. I like to use the arms, so once again, always be working that neurological coordination that's necessary for all our walking and running motions. Perfect.
Rest.
Okay, so now, set with the left hand, right foot in front, load, tap that toe down, drive up.
Work.
You might notice from one side to the other that you have a difference in ability as far as your balance is concerned or strength of the muscles, and that's okay. That's why we're working single side or one side at a time to be able to help fix that and correct it.
Rest.
Okay, this round I'm going to show you the chair split squat version where you have the chair support, drop down, back up. I'm only using a very little amount of the chair to help me unless I absolutely need more. So take on less pressure as you get better and more confident and comfortable with the movement. Just put less pressure into the chair and that will intensify the challenge a little bit more. Okay, switch feet. Down, back up. You don't have to always find a really difficult, challenging version of an exercise to allow it to be very effective. Simple but effective exercises are always the best way to start, and then start to progress towards more integration as you improve and get a little bit better. Okay, back to our chair step thrust, our grounded chair step. Grounded step thrust.
Work.
Tap and drive. It's your choice how low you want to go into that step back and then come right back up. It's working the exact same muscles when you go onto a step, just from a lower position. Good job, switch sides.
Rest.
Load, really working on that tripod. Big toe, ball of the foot, and the heel, locked in, and then extend. Tap, get your balance, drive up. I'm using my breathing to really help me to make sure I can get all the way up as tall as I can. All right, station 5, we are done. On to station 6, guys. Station 6, everybody. We're gonna bring back the suitcase again, and we're gonna combine that with the classic body weight exercise, the burpee. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys the burpee first, and then I'll show you the suitcase exercise second. So for your burpees, you got two options as always. Show you the lower impact option first. Hands go down, step the feet back, come back in by stepping one foot, then the other, and stand up tall, raising the arms up. Now you can put the hands down, hop back, add a push-up, hop in, and jump. That's gonna be a little bit more challenging. For your suitcase exercise, you're gonna grip the handle from here. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna head and chest tall, squat down, and then raise up, but we're gonna stop our elbows right at shoulder height, come back down into another rep, get all the way down into your squat, pull straight up just like that. So let's start with our suitcase high pulse, squat,
Work.
to a high row, controlling it so that our elbows never get above shoulder height, they just go straight to shoulder height. So all the research states that if your elbows stay at shoulder height or lower, then you're going to always protect your shoulders and prevent what we call impingement,
Rest.
a really nasty shoulder injury that can occur over a period of time from ever occurring. So it's always about how you do an exercise definitely matters. Good. So this one I'm going to show you the beginner version the whole way through for the 20 seconds. Good job. Excellent. Okay, back to your squat high rows. Always adjust your weight accordingly. Most people somewhere between 10 to 20 total pounds should be appropriate. But of course, if you want to go a little bit heavier, you can. Just always pick a weight that allows you to have perfect form throughout, as good as you can possibly do, and still keeping that intensity as high as you can maintain. Set your suitcase off to the side. Now for our more advanced version of the burpee, this time through. Okay, hands go down, hop back, push up, hop in, and jump. Make sure you're trying to really get those arms up, get them extended. Just get as many good quality reps as you can. You notice I'm landing in a push-up. That allows me to become more efficient with the burpee.
Rest.
Okay, back to my suitcase high row. I'm going to show you the next one from the side angle, so you can see what it looks like from there. Squat down,
Work.
pull high. It's always a controlled movement. Try and get the hips and butt to about parallel with the knees at about what we call 90 degrees of bend, or as close as I can get that to. So I'm really loading the legs effectively in a way where I can protect the joints. Okay, now the side angle beginner version for the burpee. Hands down, feet back, step the feet in, stand up. You guys are doing great, keep it up. Going at whatever pace is good for you. And of course, if you're gonna go advanced the whole way through, then just do the advanced version the whole time. Good job. All right, back to our high row again. I'm
Rest.
gonna show another one from the side. Head and chest tall. Slide down,
Work.
pull up. Once you get really good, you can get into a nice flowing motion where you get one rep right after the other. Good job. That's always going to increase your difficulty, your cardiovascular endurance by the faster you go through it. Okay, advanced version from the side. Hands go back, feet go down, hop in, and jump. Keep it up, guys. Doing great. Last one. And done. All right, station 6. Finished. On to station 7. Station 7, we're gonna move on to core now. So for station 7, we got 2 core exercises. We're gonna combine a crunch and a plank variety. So for the crunch, we're gonna do a rope crunch, and I'm gonna show you guys from both the forward angle and the side angle. What you're gonna do is knees bent, feet flat, shoulder blades are off the ground, and I'm just gonna reach up to the outside with my right hand to the outside of the left knee, and then my left hand to the outside of the right knee, as if I'm just grabbing a rope. So when you're facing this way, this is how it'll look. Okay, so that's our crunch, and then the plank leg lifts. We're gonna go onto our elbows and forearms down low. Really good solid plank, building off that foundation position by just lifting one leg just a couple inches off the ground to feel that squeeze in your glutes, and then back down. Okay, in 3, 2, 1, we'll start with the plank leg lifts. Here we go. Just alternate, high enough to feel the squeeze, head and chest are lifted, looking out in front of you towards the edge of your mat. Belly button's in, glutes are squeezed, elbows and forearms are shoulder width apart, and active core, belly button in, the whole way. Good job, nice work. Okay, rope crunch. Stretch up, keep those shoulder blades off the ground, and all I'm doing is moving side to side, grabbing that imaginary rope. This is gonna hit our obliques in a great way, along with getting that isometric crunch from the top abs. And stability of my knees bent will help me with that as well. Okay, back into my plank leg lifts. Now if I need to, I can start from my knees and then lift one leg, come back to the knees, lift the other leg if I have to. Okay? But if I can, I want to do it from my toes as much as possible to be able to get the most core activation I can, but no problem to regress it if we need to. Good job. Okay, rope crunch again. And I'll show you from the side view for this time. My back stays flat the whole time, while my shoulder blades come off the ground the whole way through. So I'm hitting those top down abs, motion along with rotation. Anytime you're training core, you want to try and hit as many of the functions of the core as possible.
Rest.
Through each of your exercises. Okay, plank leg lifts, elbows and forearms down low.
Work.
Good job. Keep your breathing. Belly button in. Glutes are squeezed. It's also important not to lift too high. You want to make sure that the glutes are doing the work as we raise. Good job.
Rest.
Back into your rope crunch again. Up and across. Reach. Really try and get the back of the hand to actually tap the outside of the opposite knee. Exhale with every reach. I inhale as I come back to center. Excellent. Okay, into my plank again.
Work.
Good work, guys. Looking great. We're almost there. Just got to fight a little bit harder. I always thought that rule of trying to finish stronger than you started. So this is where we really got to turn up the dial on the intensity and the effort.
Rest.
Trying to work a little bit harder the rest of the way and really focusing on being able to get the most out of our body at the time we have. Good job. Back to that rope crunch, side to side. Feel those obliques really working every time you're twisting. A great version in case bicycle crunches ever feel really difficult for your hip flexors. That's a great alternative
Session
to that.
complete.
Okay, guys, station 7 is done. On to station 8. All right, guys, station 8. The finish line is near, but we're not done yet. So let's finish as strong as we possibly can. We got 2 more core exercises to finish this workout off. We got our leg circles and our long lever planks. So long lever planks just means that instead of having our knees bent and feet flat, we're actually keeping our legs even farther out in front of us, and we're working through the heels. I'm trying to keep my hips up off the ground, hands are there for support, and I'm raising one leg at a time. For my other exercise, I want my shoulder blades off the ground, chin tuck. This is going to be my leg circles. So we're working the lower abdominals preferentially, while we're targeting the top abs through iso hold, and we're getting the inner and outer thighs working every time we go through this circular pattern. Okay, so we're going to go back and forth between both exercises. Let's start with our leg circles. Shoulder blades off the ground, lift up, out, in, and then reverse it to out, up, and down. Good control. Now keep in mind, the lower the legs get towards the ground, the harder it's going to be able to keep your low back flat to the mat. That's what we're trying to focus on the whole time. Okay, now your head and neck are supported. Heels are digging into the ground as you lift your hips up off the ground. And then we're just going to raise one leg up. And the legs stay straight. So this is going to really tax the whole posterior chain or the back side of our core. Working the glutes and the hamstrings really hard. Much more challenging than it looks. Great job.
Rest.
Okay, back to the leg circles. Here we go. Up, out, in. So one way that you can make this a little bit easier if necessary is control your range of motion to make sure that you keep your circles a little bit higher. That helps you to keep your back more flat, engaged against the mat. But if you want to challenge yourself more,
rest.
The lower you get to the ground, the harder it gets. Okay, back to our long lever planks. So now, you can make these a little bit easier. Let's shorten that lever a little bit.
Work.
And it'll still be a big challenge. But the shorter the legs get, the more leverage we have, so the easier it'll be to control our stability. Hands are right by your side for extra support. And we're just raising one leg up. Just about a foot or so off the ground. Good job. Okay, back to the leg circles again. Straight up, out, in.
Work.
Out, up, and down. Keep it up, guys. Nice tempo. What I like to do to keep my legs as straight as possible is I will actually point my toes back towards me. I feel like that helps to contract my quadricep muscle or the front of the thigh to help keep those legs nice and straight. Good job.
Rest.
Okay, back to our long lever planks. This is also what we call a reverse plank, which if you haven't ever tried them, quite challenging. Keep the belly button in, glute squeeze. Use your breathing to help you. So we're just raising up, alternating sides, digging through that heel to create the stability. Good job.
Rest.
All right, back to our leg circle. Shoulder blades off the ground. Chin tucked. Lift up, out, in, out, up, and down. You want to make this a little bit harder, you can always hold something in your hands to challenge it a little bit more, because now you're losing the support of your hands. That'll definitely make it a lot harder, but it's totally up to you what difficulty is best for you. Good job. All right.
Rest.
Back to the long lever plank. Let's finish strong, guys. We can do this. Keep your focus. Lift up.
Work.
Extend the legs out. Find that perfect level of legs straight to bend in the knee that allows you to maintain stability, work the hamstrings, work the glutes, and work the core all at the same time. All right, guys, nice job. Give it up for yourselves. You guys are all done with this workout. Thank you so much for joining me. Once again, my name is Joe Gagne, and you guys just completed total body Tabata torture. So I look forward to seeing you guys next time with the next video. And don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and please share this video with as many people as possible so I can help reach more people, and it helps me to continue to do more of these videos for you guys. So thank you again, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.